Zhou Guanyu, the story of the first Chinese F1 star. Emerging as the only F1 driver from China, Zhou proudly takes his spot. Young Zhou was in attendance at his inaugural Grand Prix in 2004 and at the tender age of 5, cheering his hero Fernando Alonso. However, he seemed to catch the racing fever at that event and soon decided to embark on the path of being the first F1 driver from his country. Fast forward 18 years later, Zhou now competes with his F1 hero. Don't miss the new series of Life of an F1 Driver every Tuesday and Friday during the off-season at 6 PM GMT. So make sure to subscribe, give us a like and leave a comment so you can enjoy this series and keep coming back to Box here at F1 Box, home of the best Formula One content. His early racing career. Zhou's journey in karting began at the young age of 8 in China. However, in 2012, seeking a more competitive racing environment, he made the significant decision to relocate to Sheffield. In 2013, while racing with the Sheffield-based Strawberry Racing Team, he achieved remarkable success. Zhou clinched victories in both the Super 1 National Rotax Max Junior Championship and the Rotax Max Euro Challenge. During his final year in karting, Zhou continued to impress, securing a notable second place in the Rotax Max Senior Euro Challenge. He also expanded his horizons by participating in selected rounds of the WSK Champions Cup and the KF2 European Championship. An exciting milestone in his karting career was his sole appearance in the Karting World Championship. On this occasion, he drove for Ricky Flynn Motorsport, sharing the track with talents like Lando Norris and Johan Darawala. His junior career. In the 2016 FIA European Championship, Zhou's performance had its ups and downs. He kicked off the season impressively, securing a podium finish. However, as the season progressed, he faced challenges during the second half. Undeterred, he decided to stay for another F3 season, showing his commitment to improvement. In this second F3 season, Zhou displayed significant progress. He elevated his ranking from 13th to 8th overall, an achievement marked by 5 podium finishes. Notable highlights included leading a race in Spa and skillfully holding off a formidable competitor, Lando Norris, in the penultimate round. To continue with Prima for a third F3 season. This decision proved fruitful as he secured his maiden career in Pau podium finish at Hungaroring. Impressively, Zhou secured 3 consecutive podium finishes in Zandvoort, positioning himself just 1 point behind his teammate, Marcus Armstrong, in the standings. Unfortunately, Zhou's season faced setbacks during a strong qualifying pace in Spa and Silverstone, as he encountered 4 consecutive retirements due to a series of unfortunate teammate collisions and tyre punctures. Despite these challenges, Zhou's determination prevailed, and he clinched his second F3 race win in Hockenheim. As the season concluded, the Chinese achieved an 8th place finish in the standings, boasting 3 pole positions and 2 race wins along the way. In December 2018, Zhou embarked on a new chapter in his racing career, joined by Virtuosi Racing, where he teamed up with 2019 FIA Formula 2 Championship. Fast forward to the next season, Zhou made notable strides. In Barcelona, he secured his maiden feature race podium, putting on an impressive display with strong qualifying and leading most of the race, ultimately finishing 3rd due to tyre degradation. His prowess continued in Monaco, where he claimed another 3rd place finish in the sprint race after a well-executed overtake on Artem Markelov at the race's outset. At Silverstone, Zhou achieved a historic milestone by earning his first Formula 2 pole position, a feat that made him the first Chinese driver to accomplish such a distinction. Later in the season, he secured another 3rd place finish in the sprint race at Paul Ricard. For the 2020 season, Zhou remained with Virtuosi, partnering with Callum Lott, a member of the Ferrari Driver Academy. He once again demonstrated his skill by clinching his second Formula 2 pole position at the opening race at the Red Bull Ring. Unfortunately, electronic issues plagued his car during the feature race while leading, forcing him to tumble to 17th place. Nevertheless, Zhou's determination shone through, and he secured his first Formula 2 race win in Sochi. This victory came after a crash involving Aitken and Giotto on lap 5 of the sprint race, leading to the race's premature conclusion. Throughout the season, Zhou consistently performed well, earning 6 podium finishes and ultimately finishing 6th in the championship standings. Continuing his journey in Formula 2, Zhou entered his 3rd season, with Uni Virtuosi now partnering with Felipe Drugovich. He kicked off the season in style by clinching pole position in the opening round at Bahrain, and he followed up this with a victory in the feature race, marking his first feature race win in Formula 2. His F1 journey. Although Zhou initially became a member of the Ferrari Driver Academy during his karting days, he later decided to part ways with the program in 2018. Subsequently, he joined the Renault Sport Academy, where he took on the role of a test driver. Zhou's association with the Renault Sport Academy continued as it transformed into the rebranded Alpine Academy for the 2021 season. He then made his Formula 1 race weekend debut that year under the Alpine F1 team when he drove the A521 during the first practice session of the Australian Grand Prix. Zhou signed with Alfa Romeo for the 2022 Formula 1 season, where he became the first ever Chinese Formula 1 race driver, sharing the team with Valtteri Bottas. In an official press release following the announcement, Zhou expressed his readiness for the formidable challenge of Formula 1 and emphasized the historical significance of his entry into Chinese motorsport. As a tribute to his sporting hero Kobe Bryant, who famously wore the number 24 during his illustrious basketball career with the Los Angeles Lakers, Zhou chose the number 24 as his permanent racing number. In his Formula 1 debut at the Bahrain Grand Prix, Zhou qualified in the 15th position. Despite a challenging start to the race, he showcased his skills and grit by making a comeback to finish in 10th position, thus earning a valuable championship point. However, mechanical issues affected his debut season, and he finished the season with just 6 points to his teammate Bottas's 49. Nonetheless, the Chinese driver remained with Alfa Romeo for the 2023 season, and on the second day of pre-season testing in Bahrain, he set the fastest lap time. Zhou secured his first point-scoring finish of the season at the Australian Grand Prix, impressively climbing from a 17th place start to claim the 9th position. However, his momentum was disrupted at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, where he had to retire due to a mechanical issue. Undeterred by the setback, Zhou made another strong showing at the Spanish Grand Prix, starting from 13th position. He once again showcased his skill and determination by finishing 9th, adding more valuable points to his season tally. His net worth and assets. Zhou's collection of supercars may not be extensive, primarily because of his age and the fact that he's still regarded as a rookie in Formula 1, which means he isn't earning a substantial salary yet. But as a driver for a works team, Zhou is provided with a car from the Alfa Romeo lineup. In his case, he's allocated an Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, which is the vehicle he uses as part of his role with the team. Very little is known about the young driver, though consequently his relationship status remains unknown because of his very private status. Future prospects in F1. With a contract signed till the end of the 2024 season, the Chinese driver is assured of a seat for the next season. Thanks for tuning in. Don't miss the next episode right here at F1 Box.